Yo, what's up, y'all? It's JD, and I'm back with another quick video. So today I got a really important video. I haven't even been dropping content recently just because, I just haven't really been into it. But today's video is extremely important for anybody who wants to get into calisthenics and anybody who's starting their calisthenics journey. So, man, I literally just got back from the gym, and I just been kind of like having this thought in my head about the balance between strength and mobility, and really just been reaping a lot of the benefits of having a combination of balance, or not balance, but having a combination of strength and mobility lately. But something to focus on when you start in your calisthenics journey is really dive into the mobility aspect of it, because lack of mobility is going to really prevent you from getting to certain levels or being able to just do certain movements when you're doing calisthenics. For instance, like when I do a lot of handstands, the more range of motion that I can get on my handstands, or, the better the movement's gonna look, and the more different variations of the movement I'll be able to do, the deeper I'll be able to go, which actually makes me stronger. So being able to put the body in certain compromising positions, there's certain positions that your body can go into doing calisthenics that would be extremely compromising if you didn't have a base level of strength. Even just think about something as simple as doing a dip on the parallel bars, right? So if you're doing a dip on the parallel bars, you can, a lot of times when people first start off, their shoulders aren't really that strong. So they don't even go full range of motion when it comes down to parallel bar dips. Their arms don't even get to that 90-degree angle. But the stronger that you get doing dips, the deeper that you can get into that movement, and the stronger that your shoulders can get, based on the fact that you can actually put your shoulders into a more stretched out position. Same thing when it comes down to something I was doing earlier today, which was ring pelican push-ups. The more deeper that you can get on that ring pelican push-up, it stretches out your pectoral muscles, stretches out your shoulders, and then you get stronger in the process. So you can do deeper dish handstand push-ups or whatever it may be. I know these are all like, random examples of movements, but at the end of the day, it's really about having that combination of strength and mobility that can allow you to do certain movements. And I don't really know much about yoga, but I will almost guarantee that in yoga, I don't even, like I said, I'm not a yogi. I don't know nothing about yoga, but at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure that in the highest levels of yoga, you have to have extreme amount of strength, especially relative strength, to be able to control your body. And there's certain levels that people can't get to in yoga unless they get a base level of strength. I'm just guessing. I know a little, if somebody was telling me about some crazy form of yoga when I was out in Hawaii, and all the movements had crazy mobility, but they all required a ton of strength. And it was like one of you guys can comment in the comment section of this video if you guys know which form of yoga I'm talking about. But it's a form of yoga where you get into these crazy ass positions and you just hold it. So you just stay in a crazy ass position, but you have to have like extreme mobility, and the positions basically put your body in a place where it has to have certain amount of strength to even balance yourself. So I think there's maybe like 11 poses in this form of yoga. But going back to the initial point of this video is the fact that you have to have good strength in order to have good mobility. Otherwise, your body's just going to be in these, awkward positions that are going to compromise it. But you also have to have a lot of mobility to have a certain level of strength, especially when it comes down to something like calisthenics. So, mobility and range of motion is extremely important in calisthenics. So it's gonna help you be able to do basically more difficult movements. So think about a pull-up, and I'm ranting at this point, so I'll stop this video pretty soon. But if you think about a pull-up, you gotta have a certain amount of range of motion, or else you can't even get strong enough to do other movements. You know what I mean? Like, say for instance, I don't know, maybe a muscle up or something like that. If you're doing explosive pull-ups and you're doing just like baby reps, it's gonna take you longer to be able to get to do a muscle up. But anyways, guys, this video is kind of more of a video about calisthenics and just strength and the balance between strength and mobility. But in another way, we can actually look at this as just having balance in life in general, because This goes back into the thought process of always trying to keep a certain amount of balance in life. And I've been preaching this recently, is just trying to find a certain sweet spot or trying to find good balance points in our life when it comes down to maybe work and then having fun, or, putting in workouts and then having recovery, or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? Sometimes I harp on certain aspects of YouTube, like maybe like semen retention or something like that. It's not really that I have anything against, that practice of being disciplined. I just think that life in general is about balance. And I don't think that being overly regimented is actually a good thing, because I think we end up missing out on things in life. And same thing when it comes down to like diet, you know what I mean? Preferably if you can get like an 80-20 diet, that's perfect. And at the end of the day, 80-20 is actually even hard to hit. To be honest with you, you got to be pretty disciplined to even do an 80-20 diet. That's something I preach, but recently my diet's been more like 60-40, maybe 65-35 or something like that. 80-20 is a good sweet spot of being disciplined and then eating whatever the hell else you want to eat. You know what I mean? Sweets, potato chips, whatever it is that you like. We all have our vices in life. We all have our weaknesses in life in every aspect. You know what I mean? That's the thing, is we all have our vices in life and we all have our weaknesses in life. And it might be, for instance, when it comes down to like somebody like myself, maybe one of my weaknesses might be with like women and then staying focused. Somebody else, it might be like video games and then staying focused at the task at hand. We all have like certain things in our life that can like distract us a lot. You know what I mean? So finding that balance between like, if you're somebody who loves to play video games, I made a video a while back that was talking shit about like why video games were making you weak or something like that. But in all actuality, if you balance the video game aspect of your life with everything else that you need to be putting in time in, and maybe video games is your passion, I don't know. But if you balance the video game aspect to everything else, you can actually have a healthy balance of gaming or whatever it is that you might do. You know what I mean? Same thing when it comes down to everything else in life. Anyways, balance, strength, and mobility. That's the lesson for this video. That's what we talking about. I just wanted to make this video honestly because I was thinking about this while I was in the shower after the workout, and I was just like, damn, that's an interesting, like, I've been pondering on this whole thing of mobility and strength like the past couple of weeks, and I just kind of had that thought. But anyways, hope everybody's having a great day out there. I'll try to make some content pretty soon. I'm not really going to be making any like edited videos or anything like that for the time being. Maybe if I find somebody who will edit the videos for me, if I shoot them, then I'll start making some content again, or even if I can find somebody to do the shooting and editing for me, to be honest with you. But I just don't feel like editing videos. That shit is like super time consuming. But anyways, peace, y'all.